Okay, so I don't have a lot in here right now, as you can see. I really need to go grocery shopping. But this is on purpose. I purposefully kind of wanted to like go through everything in there before I went grocery shopping again, because I need to get used to shopping and cooking for one again because my roommate left.
I should probably explain just a little, since in the last video that I mentioned this in, I got some concerned comments. She didn't just up and leave like randomly or anything. Nothing's wrong with her. She just like went back to school because they're doing more in-person stuff now. And also I knew this might happen depending on how COVID was going, you know, at this time. So don't worry about either of us. I may look tired in this video, but that's just how I look without makeup. So
I wanted to like do a clean sweep of things, you know, wait till the last minute before I go grocery shopping again. But I'm starving right now and I really need to eat something. The only thing in there that I'm rich in right now is bread. So I was like, I want to make a sandwich. I actually have one more serving left of tofu deli meat, but I don't have any sandwich veggies. I don't have like tomato or anything. I guess I have onion. But anyways, I don't have a lot of veggies to put on the sandwich, but I do have some cheese that was on major discount because it was expiring like the next day. I big brained a little bit and I decided to freeze each slice of cheese from the package with a small amount of parchment paper in between each one so that when they freeze they're not stuck together. And I've been going through them, you know. I bought 2 packs that day because they were like 99 cents each. Is it a good smart? I don't know, because it definitely, you know, they're not quite as good after you freeze them. I'm realizing that now. Anyways, I'm gonna make a cheese and meat sandwich, I guess. What do you call that? Ham and cheese melt, but it's not ham. Let's dip. I can't get like a good angle on this, okay, so I'm sorry. I just need something quick to eat, so quick and small, because I'm hungry, but I'm gonna eat dinner soon. So I'm just making a little bowl. Make some rice. Put some soy sauce in there. First time using this that I got as a gift. These. Let's see if it can cut a cuke. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Oops, a little bit of spinach. Carrot. Wow. Oops, okay. It's better for smaller veggies. It's definitely a rough chop, you know. Dulce flakes. Soy sauce. Oopsie mayo. I'm running out. I'm running out. Careful. Sesame. Black. Sesame. Put a little of these in there too.
So allegedly, I'm also spreading my let's use everything in the fridge, pantry, and freezer agenda to others as well, because when I went over to my parents' house for my mom to cut my hair this night, we decided to use up this skillet meal, gardein skillet meal that had been in the freezer for some time. Honestly, I would not recommend this one too much. I don't love the chicken in it. It's like kind of soggy, and the whole thing is just kind of like a rice and bean dish with like a lot of enchilada sauce mixed in. But you know, the flavor's not bad. It's just like definitely not worth your money. The chicken Florentine version of this skillet meal though, I really love. So they're not all bad.
Gonna finish up this almond milk today. I think. Oh, maybe not. There's so much. It'll be a milky smoothie, okay? Oh, why don't I make milk ice cubes? Oh my gosh. Hemp seeds. The rest of this spinach. Banana. Peanut butter. Lots of peanut butter. And some frozen blueberries. It's kind of a lot, but if I left any in there, it'd be like nothing anyways, so I might as well just... We're just finishing today. Today's the day of finishing. My mom gave me this really ripe banana, so I'm gonna toss this in with my other frozen ones right now. Freeze it. I've been using these old takeout containers for freezing bananas in and other fruits, but mainly bananas, because they're flat, you know, they're wide and flat so that you can freeze things easier, because you need to freeze them like kind of separated from each other or else they'll just stick together, you know? You can't like stack them, they'll just all stick together. This is a lot. Can you even tell that it's purple? Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Just went grocery shopping. I didn't know if I was gonna go to multiple stores, but I ended up only going to ALDI. I got a good amount of things there. Don't look at my things. I just cleaned out the fridge a bit so that, oh my god, it's really empty. I mean, there's a few things out that I need to like deal with, but this is pretty much where I'm at right now. It's very empty, but this is what I wanted, okay? This is good. Because I wanted to like, you know, clean sweep before I did a big grocery shopping trip again. This was my first big grocery shopping trip since my roommate left, so let's see how I did, you know. I'm organizing it so that we have like most priority, like most perishable at the top. Actually, not really. Hold on. Don't love their milk selection just because they have soy milk, they have almond milk, coconut milk, oat milk, but the only one they have unsweetened is almond milk, which is the only milk that I try not to buy because of environmental reasons. I'm very much like soy and oat, but the only soy they had was vanilla flavored and sweetened, and the only oat they had was also sweetened. I like to get an unsweetened because first of all, I'm trying to reduce my sugar intake, but also for cooking and stuff. You don't always want it to be like sweetened, so that's kind of annoying. It's fine for smoothies, it's fine for other thing, yeah, coffee, whatever. I meant to get creamer, but someone was in the way and I moved and then forgot to come back. Also, I got some tortillas. I kind of want to make burritos. I never make burritos at home and I really should because I love burritos. We don't have any good like vegan Mexican food here other than like Chipotle, which is like an offensive statement to make. Well, actually we do, but it's like across town and I never would go there. But, and they don't have burritos. But, also wraps, whatever, I don't know. Quesadillas. I bought some cheese to dry, let's see. Aldi has cheddar cheese now, I guess, which doesn't look the greatest. Just looks alone. It's not giving me the best first impression, but it wasn't expensive, so I was like, I should try this and let you guys know what I think of it. I also got this Pepper Jack Parmella Creamery. I am so fascinated by this because their packaging, they know what they're doing. Like, this is, I've seen it before. I know it's a vegan company or plant-based company, whatever, and yet every time I almost miss it because it just doesn't look like vegan packaging at all. I mean, the aggressive difference between these two. But anyways, Fiery Jack cheese, aged for 30 days, creamy cashew milk. So yeah, I got some cabbage. I have a bunch of noodles to use up. So I was like, if I get cabbage, I can put it in like wraps and stuff, but then I can also throw it in like a chow mein kind of noodle dish, you know? I like little shredded cabbage in stir fries and stuff. And then I also bought some mushrooms. They don't have a huge selection of mushrooms at Aldi, but these are baby Bella mushrooms. I got spinach and also mixed greens. This one has spinach, chard, and kale in it. I always use spinach for smoothies. Not every green is as good in smoothies, but then I wanted to get something with other greens for wraps and cooking, and also I might make a salad this week. I don't know. These tofu cubes, sesame ginger tofu cubes. Tofu cubes marinated in a savory Asian style seasoning. We'll see how good it is. I just thought I would try it. It seems like it's ready and good to go. Or maybe it's not. Honestly, when I look at them in the back, they don't look the same as in the front. We'll see. I will try it. I'll put it with some of my noodles that I was just talking about. So, I got some avocados. I really needed avocados. I also got some tomatoes. Tomatoes, you know, salads, wraps, and everything. I'm getting the cherry tomatoes because it's less cutting. You know, you can really just pop it in, whatever. Or like use the scissors, kitchen shears Just cut them in half. Ooh, I got green onions. Very important. I really needed green onions. I've been missing out. I love green onions and I just keep not thinking to get them. And then I would like to plant green onions afterward. Or I'm gonna have a green onion plant. I did have one a while back and I killed it somehow. Oh, I think because I left it outside. So maybe if I leave it inside, it'll stay alive. But like outside, all my outdoor plants just died because of the summer heat. So now I know. Minced garlic, because I want to use fresh garlic, but I'm too lazy to do all that, you know? And then I got some artichoke hearts that I use for pizza. I also got teriyaki Asian sauce. So yeah, teriyaki Asian sauce. I'm out of like all my sauces, so I was like, I'm sure this is good. It can't be bad. It's like, you know, whatever. Carrots. What I'm really excited about, for the longest time, I have been wanting to find some of these like pre-packaged noodle packs, you know, ramen, those spicy noodles. I wanted to find one that was accidentally vegan. I want to be in on the fun, you know. This is not something that I want to buy like regularly, but this is Shin Noodle Soup Family Pack, ramyun noodles with soup mix. That sounds super good. It's like so big. So ramyun, when it's spelled like that, that's like Korean, right? You know, I've seen some K-dramas. Yeah, product of Korea. I read the ingredients over a few times in the store. You know, there's a lot of stuff in here and it's not good for you, definitely. I wouldn't like recommend this for health, obviously, but it looked vegan to me even by the third time reading it through. So, you know, exciting. This cereal, I just thought it'd be good to have cereal sometimes for like a really easy meal. Hopefully I don't go through it too quickly. Black beans, I got 2 things of black beans. I got some Great Northern beans, you know, for the next time I make soup. Gotta be ready, gotta be prepared. I got some traditional refried beans. Onions, everything bagel seasoning, and that's all. Hello, so I was really starving, and so I thought, what a good time to try these noodles that I just got, because all I gotta do is microwave them. You know, it said to try them with your favorite veggies, but I honestly want to try it plain first anyways, to really like, you know, experience it. And also I am starving, so I needed to eat something like ASAP. So yeah, it looks absolutely delectable, scrumptious, beautiful. I took a tiny sip and it is pretty spicy, so hopefully I will have a good time, you know. I like spicy okay, not like super spicy. I like spicy food, but not like anything crazy now. So let's see. It's really hot, and it's hot in here, so maybe this was stupid, but it smells so good. Ooh, ooh, that's so good. Yeah, like on the noodles, I think for me it's like a good amount of spice, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like drink the broth, you know? So we'll see. Maybe I'll save the broth and then just heat up some veggies in it later. That'd be good. Or I could put more noodles in it and reuse the broth. Is that gross? I don't know. But anyways, I'm trying to get a good like, you know, shot for you guys. There's a little bit of veggies in here, just like tiny bits of like mushroom and green onions, tiny bits of carrots in here. It's really good. It's pretty spicy, honestly. Like, I might add a little bit of water to it, to the broth. That'll also help cool it down. Yum, thank you.
So basically this week I ended up being a little busier than I thought I would, so I wasn't really properly prepared for it food-wise, I guess. The main thing was that I was feeding my parents' dogs for several days, so I was kind of back and forth to their house a lot, and because I'm bad at time management, I would not make the time to cook a proper meal a lot of the time, you know? And so I would end up going for the ramen packets that I bought, and also the cereal that I bought, which there's nothing wrong with, you know, I just like don't like to eat processed foods as much if I can help it, you know? At least like sprinkle them throughout the week, you know, instead of making them like a staple. But I thought this would be interesting for people to see, like, I'm not always cooking as much. Or if I feel like this is what I have to do, I will do kind of what I'm showing you in the video here, trying to like freshen up processed foods. So the second time I had some of the ramen, I actually cooked up just some random veggies that I had and the tofu that I bought from Aldi on the stove and then added that to it. And I also used not the full seasoning packet because I was kind of trying to reduce the sodium and also make it like slightly less spicy for me, my taste, you know. And then the next time I made the ramen, I used one of these other Japanese ramen noodles that I had in the pantry and added the rest of the spicy noodle packet and then just added a little bit of vegan beef bouillon to that to like make the broth flavorful enough, and just added my leftover tofu and veggies. And yeah, this was really good. I definitely prefer not having the full seasoning packet in there, not just because of the spice, but also the time that I actually ate the full seasoning packet with the ramen, it was a little much, I think, processed food or sodium wise, I'm not sure, but I did feel kind of like icky afterward, even though I really enjoyed it while I was eating it.
Oh my god, it smells so eggy.
So, as I said, I was feeding my parents' dogs, who I often wish were mine. But anyways, I did cook dinner at their house one night, but I just wanted to keep it simple, you know? So I remembered that I bought a daiya mac and cheese box at Target one time recently because it was on sale, and I decided to bring some of my leftover buffalo tempeh that I've been talking about in several videos recently, and also bring over some broccoli and steam that and make some nice buffalo broccoli mac and cheese. I don't know if that's a thing, but one thing I forgot that my mac and cheese was like the Alfredo one, or whatever it's called. I was thinking it was a cheddar one, so that was a little disappointing, but it was all right. I just think it probably would have been better with like a cheddar mac and cheese. Probably also would have looked better, you know. This looks a little bit strange, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy seeing the little guys who I miss so much. But anyways, also another day I made a tofu scramble, which I realized I'm not very good at. I never make tofu scrambles. And so, yeah, it was okay. It turned out a little bit too crumbly for me. Somebody let me know how you can avoid that. I added some avocado and salsa to it to make it better, and also had some toast and jam and butter with it. And then later on in the week, I wanted to use up my tofu scramble leftovers, so I decided to make a little breakfast burrito. And yeah, another lazy meal, but I did melt some of the Aldi cheddar cheese into the tofu scramble because I thought that'd be kind of, you know, fun. And while it did melt pretty well, it actually melted pretty well, but I do not like this cheese. I feel like most, if not all, vegan cheeses, I'm like, yeah, it's okay, or could be better, blah, 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 you know, I'm pretty optimistic. But this one, I would not recommend it. I don't know if I got a bad one or something. It was not past expiration date. It didn't smell weird. It looked fine. You know, I poured the whole bag out into a plate to make sure there was no mold in it because I really thought it went bad or something. I did not like the taste of it. The breakfast burrito probably would have been a pretty good breakfast burrito if it weren't for the cheese tainting it a bit. Yeah, I can't even explain the flavor of it that I didn't like. Just something about it was off. I don't know. And then, as I mentioned earlier in the video, I had the bright idea to make ice cubes out of all the excess milk that I had. So before I went to Aldi, because I knew I was going to buy more milk there, I froze all the rest of the milk that I had left in some ice cube trays to use in my coffees. And this worked out a lot better than in one of my last videos where I tried to make a Thai tea with some coconut milk ice cubes. This method, especially the second time I filmed it, where I added a lot of milk ice cubes, yeah, just a lot of them. If you just like pour the coffee on and let it sit for a little bit so the ice cubes like start to melt, and then just mash them down into like a slushie, it's honestly very enjoyable. It's literally just like a blended iced coffee drink. I don't know, I really liked it. And of course, we're back with the wraps in this video. Although I was using tortillas because that's what I had, and I don't like that nearly as much for veggie wraps per se. I just feel like tortillas, for me, I'll stick with burritos, you know, and then for wraps, I'll stick with my lavish, whatever you guys want me to call it. I feel like it's just really easy for me to overload them, and I also really, really suck at rolling a burrito.
Nope. No. No.
And again, talking about my parents' house, my mom had made some chickpea salad and had some leftovers that she couldn't finish in the fridge, so she asked me to eat them for her. And because I was trying to use up some things in the fridge and also make it a little more interesting, because I know you guys have seen me eat a chickpea salad sandwich many a time before, I added some of this like garlic aioli dip that I made the night before onto the sandwich. I also added some avocado and also some cherry tomatoes and also some mustard and also various greens. And yeah, I mean, it was fine, but I just, again, with the overloading, I just don't know when to stop, I guess. This reminds me, and I will also just like never forget that one time someone told me that I had made the patty that killed the health inspector in SpongeBob, and now I can't unsee that whenever I overload a sandwich. So thank you for that. This week I also got Chipotle at one point with some friends, and you can probably guess my order, you know, just like all the vegan stuff basically, minus the sofritas because free guac. And also I've been eating a lot of these lemon cookies that are really good, and I don't know where they're from, but if you see them, would recommend. And that's all I got for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed or got something out of this video. Comment below what else you want to see me do on this channel. Feel free to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, also Twitch, also my second channel, and also I made a Discord recently, which I'm learning how to use, and we have about 100 members so far, not to brag, but I'll link it below if you want to get on there too. It's pretty fun. I have some pretty cool followers, not gonna lie. I kind of love you guys a lot.